Good morning, freediving family. The video you're about to watch is called Breathing Gymnastics, and it is a set of breathing and mobility drills developed by the world's deepest freediver, Alexey Molchanov, designed to increase lung capacity, designed to increase flexibility of the muscles that surround the lungs, and designed to increase relaxation on deep dives and to increase relaxation while having contractions. So, everything that you want. Now, this video session was recorded over Zoom during one of our lockdowns, and it starts with Alexey still in his car. He was driving on the way to his office while we called him. So I'll shoot right over into that video, and I hope you enjoy. Just follow along the exercises, follow the drills along. It's an extremely valuable training routine developed by the world's deepest diver, and have fun.
There's a big question about relaxation before and during wireless diving. So that's from David. That's a big topic. I don't think we'll. In short, there relaxation is something we train. It's like a skill starting from small things like body scan, and then progressing from when we train our attention, when we know how to find these tension areas and to relax there, to just let go of tension in these areas, we then can progress to the attention to concentration technique. So that's the technique which is more advanced, and it allows to supervise have the whole body in mind and see if there is any tension, but without going part by part from neck to the belly to the chest to the back, but overall observe the whole body and feel the overall tension or relaxation levels. And it's not anymore when with more practice the attention can actually spread and control better wider areas, to focus on the wider areas of the body, and then this focus allows to just maintain the very stable, very stable, but what would be another word? It will be very persistent, very well practiced state where there's not much, less things can distract you from that, right? So it's a skill which becomes better and better if you in training, if there is the constant attempt to understand what is the best, what is the most comfortable state, what is the most enjoyable state to start the dive, to start the breath hold, and then really understanding really deep how does it feel in the diaphragm area, how does it feel in the lungs, in the neck, in the memorizing this state helps to use it in the competitions. And when I'm in competition, the way I'm able to continue relaxing during the dive, I would focus on the same thing. In training, I would observe my breathing pattern before the dive. I would think about this depth of very, very shallow inhales and look at it as a rhythmic thing. It's a inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And I would just think about this as a rhythmic breathing, and this this rhythm will help me to relax and help me to feel okay, I'm in my normal everything what I practiced in training is the same, nothing changes, and that gives the comfort and that gives this stability. Right? But it's a long topic. I try to explain explain it in a way that's the skill which got to be practiced, and there is no shortcut to become relaxed during the dives. It's something which is practiced piece by piece. It's a learning how to be very focused before the dive first, in the preparation period, in this relaxation period, then practicing skills of the, like duck dive and the feeding technique, or like perfecting those skills will help. Like, if there's no like well-trained kicking or diving like skill, it's going to be hard to stay relaxed, no matter how good is your focus, no matter how strong you're in the mind. If the skill is not there of like actual technique, then it will like create additional tension, right? So it's all the skills connected, which build this confidence and which build this mental state, etc., etc.
Sure. All right. Are you at your location now, Mr. Drury?
Yeah, I'm in the school.
All right, cool. I couldn't upgrade my Zoom plan, just so you know. Here, and if you're not here, too bad.
So
We'll try again.
so not less people could.
First come, first serve.
Yes.
Okay, so we will. Yes, Jacob. Somebody just told me this. Let's today. How like maybe put in the chat so I know how many of you are like experienced freedivers. Is how and like who is not, and like is it like I don't, maybe you know what, just so I know the intensity.
I'm laughing
much,
at
right?
us
So
trying to keep track of the chat with 100 people writing their freediving level in it. Let's assume everyone has like a solid foundation, but they're not high-level athletes. A solid freediving foundation with a reasonable level. You know what I mean? Like you know, a recreationally trained level.
got it. Okay. So pretty much the one thing which I like to do a lot, and which I myself do a lot, is the exercise with the breathing cycles, and we'll use it as a warm up, like a quick like it can be a 5 to 10 minutes warm up, and then we'll proceed to the dynamic exercises with like more arm rotation. So if you have space to allow yourself to have a bit of like arm rotation and swings, we'll proceed to this in 5 to 10 minutes. But for the warm up, and it might be something which might be easy for someone and harder for someone else. But doing the breathing cycles and like gradually proceeding is super important for like warm-ups, for preparation, and the breathing cycle of like a 1 minute is something I think very, very, very fast to reach and very fast to progress, and it teaches really good pattern of breathing, and gives enough time. It's short enough breath hold, but it gives enough time to think about relaxation, to think about how to increase comfort of the breath hold. And then the cycle is very straightforward, is doing like prolonged inhale 5 to 10 seconds, then hold the breath for we'll hold it for let's say 45 seconds, and then the slow exhale all the way to 1 minute. So the overall time is 1 minute. And while we do so, like it's not just a breath hold, it's always very good use, like very, very good to use this time to think about which areas of the lung can be like relaxed more and better, right? So let's start with this one. And while we do this for 5 minutes as a warm up, I will just speak through the exercises, and then yeah, if it's a bit hard for you, then you can add additional inhale to in between the cycles. If it's hard, like just like when we finish 1 minute, just do one more cycle, inhale one more, and then just start the next one. If it works with only one, with no rest, then that's great. Okay, so
So,
I'll put the
Alexey,
phone,
just to clarify, this is
and-
what you refer to as breathing gymnastics.
So this is it's a more like a series of breath holds right now with the breathing like exercises, with the lung exercise, the dynamic one. That's what we'll do like after this one, after we like just warm up a little bit, and then it's more something with the rotations and the arm swings and like getting connecting dynamic exercises with breath holds. And like that's the second exercise we'll do today. So we'll do two. We'll do like one, this one, and then the second one will be this more dynamic exercise. Okay, so let's make sure you're like sitting in a comfortable position, and we'll have let's say 30 seconds to prepare. And preparation phase in the same like in the water for deep diving, and the same like in open water in the pool, or there is someone posting as well video of the exercise. That's great. So the main focus here is to let go of the tension and really like focus on the soft belly and the sigh, like actually sighing, like whew, but without the voice helps a lot too. And that's what I do in the open water as well before the deep dives, is really like sighing, but without the actually like sound, right? And then really making sure this belly is soft, and doing a body scan as well, like just checking all the areas of the rib cage, like the upper part, the lower part of the rib cage, the lower back, upper back, and the neck as well, the neck and the front part of the neck. And when you direct your attention to the neck, check your tongue as well. So the tongue and so the glottis, the tongue should be really heavy, right? So that, like to make like a better relaxation and during the breath hold, also just go back to the tongue and like imagine that the tongue and the root of the tongue is really heavy and it's like relaxed. Yeah. Okay, 30 seconds have passed, and now let's start slow, 5 to 10 seconds. Inhale through the pursed lips, like so you can control the inhale, like very slow inhale. Start. And then hold after full inhale. And it doesn't need to be maximum inhale yet. It can be deeper and deeper with each cycle while you warm up, but just full inhale. And now spend this like 35 remaining seconds of breath hold, 30 seconds to get comfortable, to like still get back with your mind to the belly. Like you can do slight stretches, like shoulder rotation, like left side stretch, right side stretch, like roll your shoulders, try to stretch the area like between your shoulder blades, like stretch your back. And let's start exhale. Start releasing the air, slowly controlling with your lips again. 3, 2, 1, finish. And inhale now, the second cycle. Still with your lips, like, and slightly deeper. And then drop your shoulders after you hold the breath. Relax your belly and slight stretches. Try to like think about the whole lung area, about the whole surface of the lungs, and like front part of the rib cage, back part of the like the back, the sides, and the neck. And time-wise as well, it doesn't need to be the full time. If you feel you want to exhale sooner, do that. There's no problem. We just do 1 minute cycles. Like we can stop sooner. Okay, slow exhale. I just count the maximum time. 3, 2, 1. Finish the exhale and inhale the third cycle. When inhale goes like slowly, very slowly from the like belly, from the lower lungs area to the upper lungs area. And spend the time again. It's a third cycle. We have 3 more cycles. It's a third cycle, like very gentle stretches, no much rush, very gentle stretches. And find what can you do to increase the comfort of this breath hold, like how can you make the belly softer, the lower part of the ribs softer. Okay, and let's start the exhale. 3, 2, 1. Finish the exhale. Inhale. 2 more cycles. And you might, like, in this cycle or like towards the end of the cycle, you might start feel the heat, like it start to be like a bit warmer, and that's okay. If you get more CO2, that's very, very good. 10 seconds more. And let's start exhale slowly. 3, 2, 1, and the last cycle. Inhale. And with this cycle already now, you can focus more on stillness, like rest more, like the belly is already soft, and then with less resistance from the intercostal muscles, it should be like easier on your neck, on the glottis, like the pressure should feel like less. Exhale. 3, 2, 1, finish. That was 5 cycles, recovery breaths. That's enough. Okay, so that was like very like simple. Like for if you never did learn this before, it might be not simple. Like 1 minute is not easy. Like actually the 30 seconds is very like beginner friendly. Anyone can do 30-second cycle, like 5 seconds inhale, 20 hold, 5 seconds exhale, and then slowly progress to 1 minute. And to really become like to really feel the benefit of this exercise in the water, like even for advanced freedivers, let's go like progressing further to 1 minute 30. And with these simple ones, it's very, very like powerful. Okay, now if you have space to do the arm swings, I will just like demonstrate how to do this. And if you don't like do without arm swings, more like with the shoulders and like arching the back, rolling the back. So what I will do, you can do without actually like doing the arm rotations and swings. So what we'll do is we'll do alternation between inhale exercise and exhale exercise. And with inhale, we'll be doing very slow steps, like getting closer to the full lungs, not to get dizzy. Because if we'll do inhale exercises and start to do any movements, it is possible that like it's just too much pressure very fast, right? So like to be more gentle with your lungs, to allow your lungs and your body and your heart to adjust to the like slow like buildup of the lung volume. We do it with the small steps. So if you don't feel comfortable going all the way to the full inhale, don't. Like it's only if you feel comfortable. Like the simple, the good way to start for the beginning is like just starting with a very small inhale, like this with the belly, like really a lower part of the lung, and then like just slowly building up like small portion and another portion and another portion, and then no need to go all the way to the full lungs, right? But we try to go there like with more practice. And the first exercise that we'll do with inhale will be the slow rotation, very, very slow, taking your time to stretch your back. So when you have your arms like stretched forward, you would roll your shoulders. Like I try to feel the stretch between my shoulder blades and like really like roll the whole back. And then relaxation in the lower arm position and arching my whole back. So I would like squeeze my shoulder blades and arch my low back, and then try to touch my ears with the shoulders. So really like increase mobility of the shoulders, right? So like getting my like shoulders to the ears, and then again forward, down, back position, and like doing the circles, but very slowly with a lot of quality, and with the breath hold, with a small increase of breath hold. And when you want to breathe, just finish, right? So it's very like now we just focus on the technique, not on the time, not on the fullness of inhale. That's secondary. The main thing is like the range of motion, right? So focus on the range of motion. Okay, let's start the first one. So release the tension, like let go of the tension in the body, in the diaphragm, in the belly, and then we start with a very small belly inhale. No packing, mono. If you get to this level like very slowly, in let's say in a 30-second time, and you feel comfortable, you can do packing if you know how to. But in general, that's like the build up to the full inhale is slow. If there's enough experience and you know what packing is, then you can do this as well, but very gently. Okay, let's start. Small inhale, hold your breath, make your belly soft again while you're holding breath, so you're very relaxed, and then add the rotation. Like let's start with the arching, getting your arms to the ears, and then forward, roll your shoulders, and relax, and like top up, small top ups, like small top up, continue, and focus more on stretch, right? So you're like, and top up again. You can be topping up through the nose. If you feel like it's easier through the lips, you can top up through the lips as well. And when you feel like you want to finish, like slowly purse your lips and like finish. And recover breaths, like. That was the first one. After recover breaths, we'll do a bit of diaphragm stretch. So full exhale, hold your breath on full exhale. Make sure the vocal folds closed, like your neck is closed, but tongue is relaxed still. So still we focus on the tongue. The tongue is very like soft and heavy. And then we do the vacuum exercise. Like pull your diaphragm up, and like we do a bit of massaging, like under the ribs, just like making sure the diaphragm is is very loose and relaxed. Exhale. Hold your breath. Like straighten back to the straight, go back to the straight position, and massage your diaphragm. There should be space. When with empty lungs, there should be enough space, and like try to expand the rib cage slightly and relax it. Expand it and relax it. So if you exhale like quite well, you will feel like more space. You can. And after exhale, it's same slow inhale, but now it's you purse your lips and do the slow inhale. So whenever stop breath hold with like rapid or exhale or inhale, always finish the exercise with like gentle, slow inhale, like those ones, and exhale as well. Okay, the second cycle, we'll do the side bends. So we'll do the gentle right and left like tilting the whole, like more like thinking about actually shoulder area. So one shoulder goes up, another shoulder goes down, and other way, right? So it's very gentle. And for more intensity, it could be done with the arms up, right? So just check what feels like a nice intensity, right? If you just do it first time, do it with the arms down. If you did it before, like arms up and like more of the whole body, side bends will work. Okay, start with a small inhale, only with the belly. This is not an RV. This is on this inhale exercise, right? So we start with a like belly inhale, lower part of lung inhale. Hold your breath. Drop your shoulders, relax your neck, and then start the side bends. 1, 2, top up a little bit. Continue. 1, and then try to really like work from the shoulders. One shoulder go up, another shoulder go down, and then top up again. And I keep topping up until you like feel you're very full. And with the arms, it will be like looking like this. It could be with the arrow position as well, if you want like to practice the dolphin kick position. And then taking time for those inhales to settle and not to like, there should be no rush, like inhaling all the way to the top. Actually, the CO2, the longer breath hold you have, the more CO2 you have, it will help you to feel like warmed up, and like the CO2 helps to get things like ready for more air volume. And if you feel hot because of high CO2 level, that's good. Then it's like it's safer. You will not get dizzy with a full inhale, and it's like okay. Exhale, and another vacuum, another diaphragm stretch. Couple of recovery breaths. Full exhale. Hold your breath. Like the more you squeeze the air out, like I squeeze as much air out with like very like with a like squeezing my belly, squeezing my lung, like pushing my arms together, and that'll give more vacuum. Hold the breath. Back to the straight position, and gentle like movements where you expand your lungs and relax, and expand the rib cage and relax. Recover breaths. All right. Preparation for the next cycle. Now again, inhale, stepped inhale exercise. And now it'll be arm swings. So we'll swing, like we'll get like arms around the air, like level of the shoulder level, or slightly above, like to be connecting the shoulder blades and to stretch the chest. If the arms will be connected in the low position, here it will be a bit like more of the shoulder stretch. So we want the chest stretch. So try to like open your arms and connect the shoulders and like feel like your ribcage is expanding and opening. So this is the stretch we want. This is the stretch we want. And then we try to like grab our back and roll our shoulders as much as possible. So this is the movement. Okay, this is 2, then 1 again. Expand your ribcage, open the ribcage, and like for it to be somewhere on the level of the head level, so that your hands should be on the head level, and then like rolling and grabbing and stretching the back. Okay, and let's start the inhale process, and then breath hold, and then we connect this together. Small inhale, only from the belly. Hold your breath. Relax. And while holding the breath, now do the swings. 1, 2, 1. You can bounce a couple of times, like 2, 1, 2, and then top up. Top up more. Okay, very good. And another deep exhale, recover breaths, and then when you feel ready, deep exhale and diaphragm stretch again. Okay, full exhale. Hold your breath. And if you feel like that your diaphragm is very relaxed, then expand your rib cage, relax, expand, relax, expand, relax. And recover breath. Okay. Okay, so the last one that we'll do is to finish this is very, the fourth one is more like a massage thing, which is really good to create a bit of like, create a bit of like, it's more as a cool down exercise as well after you like stretching, just to massage, like a self massage, but also really good to create this like little vibrations in the lungs. So when you like hit yourself on the lungs with it gently, then it's a good way to feel the lungs and feel the vibration, feel this little like this transition from the hits to the lungs. I don't want to say something.
If you have another freediver around for this massage, I'm sure you can massage each other too. But it might be a warm down exercise.
Well, I don't have anyone around, but let's do this. So same thing. We'll do very very slow inhale. Start with the belly inhale. So let's start. Hold the breath, and then like just do this with the tip of the fingers, with the fists, and like gently do this all over the lungs where you can reach, like in the lower back, on the sides, on the upper part of the chest, and like just build up all the way to the full inhale. Top up. Try to feel that when you relax your lungs, you feel this like wave going through the lungs. So that's the good test of your relaxation. If you inhale and you relax, then you can feel this. If you would exhale, you would feel that all your lungs like are shaking. And in the end, like slow exhale, and that's it. Okay, so that's a cool down, and it's just really good to like in an easy way, like do this self massage and little self lung massage. Okay, so that's very simple exercises.
You teach it to teenagers.
That's feel good afterwards. Okay, that's good. That's what I wanted. We wanted to your lungs to feel good. Yeah, that's the principle. Like a principle, you can do more exercises with this principle, like more, stretches, more of swings, like a variety of swings. But the general like thing is to allow your body to adapt towards building pressure. Like don't inhale full volume right away, because then you might feel dizzy, and then just give your body time to like warm up, and like then start to increase amplitude, and like with doing those very simple like couple of exercises every day or every like second day, you'll feel it in the dive, like your breathing muscles, intercostal muscles, diaphragm, shoulder blade area mobility. This will help, like I think it's one of the most important things which will like help you feel comfort during the dive, right? If there is tension somewhere or there's not enough flexibility in these areas, in the muscles, then it'll be harder to hold your breath. If there is like a good mobility and good awareness as well. So while you do this exercise, you like improve your awareness of those areas, then you can relax like way better during the dive. So I think like those ones are really key for enjoyable breath holds.
Alexey, you were saying last year you started doing this a lot, I suppose, once all the lockdowns kicked off, and you're talking about how your dynamic swims in the pool were just dramatically improving just from focusing on these styles of exercises. And then obviously you haven't exactly not smashed many world records in the past 12 months as well. So do you think that like it was putting time into developing this and time into doing this has like, you know, been adding percentiles to your performance?
So I believe so. I believe that focusing a lot on those one, and while there was a lockdown, I was doing a lot of those like dynamic lung exercises, and I was doing them before as well, but with less focus. So in the last year, I did much more of those with much more varieties, with this principle of stepped inhale. So like this one I didn't do before. So that's something I added recently, like stepped inhale. And I felt like that it's really like keeps my lungs in shape, and I need less time to adapt when I come to the depth as well. So like I come to the somewhere, and I can be safe and have less risks of lung injuries, and just be able to adapt sooner. So I believe it is like really helped me.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, does anyone have any final questions for the deepest human on the planet? You can put them in the chat.
Let's see, there's something in the chat. Yeah, but I see that people have to go to work or something. It's like people from all around. It's late in Australia as well, right?
Brandon is asking if you have any goals for the ADA World Championships.
Well, the main goal is to win in the all 4 disciplines. I think that's that's going to be the focus. I will see if I can do that, if it's enough, like if it's enough time to adapt to all 4. Like with 4 disciplines, it became harder. Before, when it was 3 disciplines, it was sort of easier to prepare for all of them. But for 4, it's harder. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best. And the big goal overall is to progress with no fins. I keep I keep trying to get to 100-meter plus in no fins, and I'm sure I can do this. And I just need to be a little bit more of like of depth practice with no fins. But I think the no fins deeper than 100 is one of the things. With monofin 140, I think will be after. I need to do the 100 plus no fins. So I think that's something I want to do first.
So I've got a question.
And I see someone asking in the chat. Yeah, go for it. Go on.
I was going to say now that the girls are diving, you know, to 120 and beyond with the monofin, has this not lit the fire under your ass to go to 140 already? Because you've been able to do 140 with the monofin for many, many years, Alexey, in my opinion, at least.
Well, Well, I can. I didn't try, so I actually didn't try to go more than 131. It's my deepest. I don't usually go deeper in training than in competition. Um, I need competition to do that. So I was texting to Guillaume from Bahamas, and exactly we did exactly that. I was recording me and Alenka and our two Arnaud in the background, and I was just telling him that he's like too old, like just all the friendly things, like trying to motivate him to come back. So I was saying, we were saying to him that he's like he's not he don't know how to dive, and like the girls, even girls, are kicking his ass. And then we got the message back from him that he's like in the mountains, with a bicycle, and he's like saying, Alexey, my bicycle is 40 kilograms. My legs my legs are exploding. So he was like filming his legs like pumped after cycling or something. And and next year he'll be back and he'll kick my ass, and like girls included. That's what he said. So we'll see. So I did my best to like motivate him to be back and to kick our asses, and it seems like he was keen to do that. So if he come back, I mean, like he might be back. That's good. Then it'll be more competition in monofin. We need exactly what happens between Alenka and Alessia, like more competition, more like just like pushing each other. But also what I'm working on, like what I'm really keen, like the records are like is not the main focus. Like for me, I'm very keen to do them, but like this overall development of their like freediving education system, and what can I do to like make like this exactly what we have in the system, where this continued training process, which like is really important to like grow the sport, is something like I'm just more enthusiastic and keen to like to develop, grow freediving, not only doing the records, right? And then for this competition, is not only like me being an athlete there, but also we're looking for the ways how to make the competition better. So there is actually like a like better production and streaming, and more like more commentators commenting the competition like in a clear way, so more freedivers and non-freedivers can see the competition and be interested in these competitions, right? So like there's a lot of work to do to actually like research and study the sport and grow the sport worldwide. So the competition, the records, I have enough of them not to be solely focused on the records. It's not them like it starts to be boring to do the records at a certain point, and like it's better. I better wait for someone to push me. But meanwhile, I have a lot of exciting things to do, like research and study and all that.
Yeah, and also meanwhile, if you obviously you can see that Alexey has a very clear style of motivation. So if you want Alexey to set more world records with the monofin, just start putting up Instagram stories like, Alexey, when are we going to see 140, and tag him, and let's see what happens. In fact, let's all bloody do that after this. Put a story or a Facebook post up. When will Alexey do 140? And then we'll just bloody see what happens at the AIDA World Championships.
Well, like me being in Moscow right now, like just 1 week before the World Championship, doesn't help me to do 140. So let's like better like have a sort of like huge. I better work towards like a huge freediving event, which will be like which will deserve this record. Like there's no much like it should be like streamed and televised on like whatever BBC or like somewhere like on net or some sport channels. Then it's the right place to do the record, such records, right? Meanwhile, while it's not yet that, there is like less sort of incentive to do that. But I'll do this. I will do this, and yeah. Probably not September, not October.
Do it for us, Alexey.
Yeah.
I will do it. I will do it.
Oh, beautiful. All right, well, guys, look, Alexey has to go and run his freediving empire. So, Alexey, thank you so much for joining and for running this little session for everyone. It was really, really cool. And I certainly feel very loose and limber in my lungs. And then all the best for all the competitions coming up next few weeks. We'll all be watching from home. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. I'll be posting this video up later, the recording.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and all questions, Adam. I think the question, there was a lot of questions in the chat, but we didn't have, it's like too many of them to answer. But feel free to actually shoot them to me on Instagram or somewhere. I'll try to answer. There were some questions about Canada, about where did I dive in Vancouver when I lived there, Canada. But yeah, I just cannot answer them all right now. I will do if you shoot them to me in Instagram direct or somewhere.
Perfect. All right, guys. Thanks for joining, and thank you, Alexey. And everyone have a really
thank you
morning or afternoon or evening, wherever you are.